can't be running around saying, and you can't just be doing affirmations and not doing no work. You can't be praying and expecting a blessing without doing no work. So there's different ways that works. You know, you broke, you can think in abundance. Be broke, do the work, think in abundance. Be broke, do the work, think in abundance. Make a little money, do the work, think in abundance. Make a little more money, think in abundance, do the work, think in abundance. Start making a lot of money, do the work, think in abundance. Have abundance, keep doing the work, think in abundance. Boom, that's how it works. But you gotta accept you broke first. You gotta accept that you gotta accept responsibility. Yeah. No blame game.
And you know what's interesting too, because when you first came in, like you're a 7-figure guy, you running 7-figure businesses, but I could sense that like you're frustrated with that. You're like, yo, like where's the 9 figures at? Like, it's crazy. So like your formula is actually me seeing you live it. You like, your level of broke might be 7 figures because you're seeing 9-figure people. You about to do the work. You're still thinking in abundance in terms of that 100. Exactly. That's crazy.
And just from an income perspective, once wherever you are, whatever you get your result from in making money, you know, if you get a result doing things a certain way and you get to a level of income that you are satisfied with, or you feel like, oh, I'm making this amount of money, do know that to get to the next level, it's going to be the same things that you did, but it's going to have to be done a little differently. But it's going to be like the same base of disciplines and principles that you did. What happens with a lot of people is they'll get to a certain income level doing things a certain way, and they'll try to do things a different way, and try to maybe do some things that didn't even get them there, and then that's where it starts to come back down. But you have to keep the same disciplines and keep the same principles, and just understand how business works from then on out. My frustrations, I don't have frustrations, so to speak, with 9 figures. I just know it's possible now. Once you make, the hardest thing to do about making money is to believe that you can make a certain amount of money. Once you believe and you put the necessary steps in place, then it's all about doing more of what got you there. But once you start to get to these higher levels of income, your peace of mind and your principles and your discipline are going to have to carry you more than you just hitting the floor and running. You know what I'm saying? And grinding and pushing. But, starting out, you really got to grind, you really got to push. You got to be a one-man band or a one-woman band, and you have to start to take those levels of business and understand where you are, who you need to connect with, who you need to hire, who you need to be involved with, who you need to network with. Very touchy subject there. Don't network with everybody, but who you need to network with, the right people, to help you get to the next level and make sure that everything is beneficial for everybody.